Hey, good people. This is Rocky with Rocky's Reality, the #1 podcast for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, and relationships. Tap in live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I chat with some of the dopest artists, celebrities, influencers, entrepreneurs, and more. Make sure to catch us live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. See you soon. Welcome to Rocky's Reality, everyone. Feel like I ain't. Great. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. My music, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Like one of my former supervisors used to say, I ain't seen y'all in a month of Sundays. How y'all doing? Had to go and celebrate my birthday. And I had a wonderful, magnificent time. When, as y'all know, I always have to get away to somewhere warm. And this year, hubby and I went to Tampa. It was outstanding. Just the weather, the people. You ever been to Tampa, Joe? Have not. You have not been to Tampa, Joe. You have to go, Joe. You have to check it out. When you get time, please. I'm not a big fan of like Florida politics and the people, some of the people down there, but I love the weather. Okay. So, but anywho, I am back. I am grateful to be celebrating 49 years of life. God is good. And I say that without shame because I'm here. You know, and there's some people who are not here. So I am grateful for another year of life, and I'm grateful to be back here, Rocky's Reality. So tonight, you all, we have a dynamic show. I'm so excited because I have two Black women, Black goddesses, queens with me, whose voices are just, you know, when you hear people saying, and notice I said sang, not just sing, but sang, and the hair on your arm stand up. That's how I felt with this first one and with the 7:30 guests as well. But first, I want to bring y'all all attention to, right quick little promo for my hubby's new t-shirt line, Code Clothing, KQODE. Y'all can see the 313 there, and then the code here at the bottom. Please know this pink and green does not mean any affiliation. This just happened to be the tee he had for me. But he will be debuting his clothing line. As you all know, my hubby, Ben, is an artist, graphic designer, and he's always wanted to release his own clothing line. So now he's launching with the t-shirts, and eventually we'll get into other apparel. But he will be debuting this at the Mother's Day pop-up shop. Queen of Pop-Ups, Lisa Carter, shout out to her. This is happening at Durfee Innovation Society, 2470 Collingwood. If you don't know, get up on it. Make sure that you check that out. It's going to be hundreds of quality vendors there. And right there, Joe, can you put the cursor right there in the middle with the green and black? Over to the left, the green and black logo, kind of over down to, yep, right there. That is Code Clothing. So make sure you all are on in the building to check out. He'll also have some of his artwork is available. As you all know, again, he does all type of artwork, paintings, drawings, graphic design. So that'll be noon to 6 p.m. on May 9th. That's Mother's Day weekend. So y'all come get y'all mamas some stuff and enjoy it and buy. So, all right. So back to the show. Y'all know I had to put on for my boo and you know, we are trying to be a power couple here, build legacy for these children. Okay, so that's what we got to do. But now I am going to bring on, again, she sings, and she's actually a vocalist. See, there's a difference between a singer and a vocalist, y'all. Those who know, true vocalists are those who are someone who have truly honed their art. And you can tell, I'm just going to bring her on, vocalist, singer, songwriter, Miss Monét. I'm just, so we can get to the conversation. Welcome to the show.
What's up, girl?
How you doing?
I'm good. Like you said earlier, God is good. I'm blessed, highly favored, and I have,
man.
Come
and looking
on.
good. She fine, y'all. Listen.
Thank you, love.
Ron sent me, hey, Ron. I love Ron. Can we just take a moment for Ron?
Yes, come on. Shout out to Ron.
Ron. I haven't seen Ron in a while. I just love Ron. Ron is actually the reason, fun fact, I'm on Soul TV. So you all, I'm just so grateful to him. And I always, people know me, I'm always going to shout out people who have put me on and who pour into me. And I just want to say, Ron, I really thank you. He is someone who really looks out for you. So I'm glad he brought you onto my platform, Miss
Thank
Monét.
you. It's a blessing and an honor to be here. Happy birthday. Let's start there.
Thank you. Thank
you. Thank you for having a platform for an artist like myself to come on and tell my story.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And anyone knows that, of course I love, celebrities, even though I know they eat, sleep, and shit just like we do. Okay. When the longer you in this business, they people too.
Yeah, and that part.
But I am truly a connoisseur of music, someone who I'm listening to the vocals, I'm listening to the arrangements, I'm listening to all of that. Someone who can actually sing, who actually takes the art serious. Yeah. And so I really always want to share my platform with artists who actually have talent. Okay. So and you have much respect to you. I want to say I want to give you flowers now, because you've been in the game. And the youngins, if they don't know, I need y'all to Google Huey Lewis in the News was one of my favorites. Listen, I want a brand new drug. Okay. Always.
Listen, all that. Harder rock and roll is still beating.
Listen. I am a 80s baby. Okay. Like I said, I'm 49, so I come from the MTV era. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yes.
When MTV was still airing, when they were actually playing videos.
Okay.
Oh, if you know, you know. If you don't, you know. So when I discovered, when you said that your first gig straight out of high school was Huey Lewis in the News, I said, listen, she know what she doing. Okay. she from the old school. Okay. Because let me tell you, yesterday I was just working out to Billy Joel. Okay. So I'm from that era. Like I'm from that era of the early 80s. I'm a Miami Vice fiend. I'm like such a and just your resume itself, it's like all the stellar artists, Celine Dion, Kenny Loggins, Will Downing, just all other people who, those are real, Michael McDonald, like all of these people. First of all, Miss Monét, who haven't you sang with? Let me start there. Because when I'm like, well, who have you sang with? I'm like, shit, the list go on. Patty, Bonét. Like, who haven't you sung with? Let me start there.
It's plenty that I haven't sung with before. I'm reaching out. Hopefully, as time progresses on, I'll be able to cross their roads as well. It's so funny because that's kind of the same thing. Like John Legend asked me, like on the Voice, he was like, "Well, have we worked together?" Because they was just naming all the people, and they were like, "She has worked with everybody." So yeah.
Listen, okay, and so who haven't you worked with that you would like to work with? Who's on the bucket list?
Sting.
Ooh.
Sting.
He on my white baby daddy list. Lord Jesus.
Sting. Sting. Annie Lennox is another vocal I would just love to just coincide with. Yeah. Of course, he's no longer with us, but Luther would have been an amazing artist. Even though my big sister was with him, so I always get all my stories, Luther, from her, Lisa Fisher. So I get all the stories from Lisa.
Yes. And you know what? You give me the level that your voice is on, another vocalist, Lisa Fisher.
Yeah.
There's certain people, they're singers, but y'all are vocalists. And I need to understand there's a certain art to it. Yes. So, oh my God. Yes, Lord. I could really see that. So for you though, influences, and I can tell as I listen to your vocals, Barbra Streisand and Whitney Houston. I can definitely tell, and I love how you talked about Barbara being a versatile, like she could be so lovely and then she could be like too. So
I mean, and that was the brilliance of Barbara, you know what I mean? Babs, she was the artist that she could kind of just transcend between her genres. And I always, because I love music, I consider myself genreless, right? So Barbara reminds me of that. She was able to sing Yentl, and then turn around and sing Enough Is Enough, right? And then sing Guilty, and and then sing Memories, but she's still Barbra Streisand. Yeah. She never lost who she was. She just changed, just changed the stylings, but she was still who she was in all of the different genres. I adore that of her. And I always looked at as being, okay, that's the blueprint that I would like to moniker behind and be able to be an artist that when you hear Monet, you like, that's Monet. But Monet could sing everything. And I
Yeah.
always wanted to do that.
Now, you know, and that's similar. I kind of felt that way about Whitney too, because, you know, I want to dance with someone to Where the Broken Hearts Go, you know, and All the Man I Need to, you know, the Star Spangled Banner. Like, that's what I loved about her. Like, Whitney was a homegirl, but she was also our American sweetheart as well. And like you said, Babs. And Babs is still here.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Shout out to
Whitney,
yeah.
Whitney, I mean, for me, Whitney was,
Yeah.
she was my muse, right? She was the first thing that looked like me that I was able to recognize. And don't get me wrong, there was Aretha Franklin and Shaka and all that, but I hadn't really, I knew them because my mother plays Shaka all the time and Aretha and everything, so I was aware. But here is this person in real time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, You Give Good Love comes out, and I'm like,
a black woman.
You know, this is someone I can immediately relate to and everything, which caused me to then go back into the, you know, Aretha's and the Shakas. I mean, again, loved all, those are all my people, you know what I mean? But Whitney was the first thing that I was able to see that looked like me, you know, in real time, you know, because at the time when you think Aretha, I'm thinking Aretha Respect, and we're thinking, you know, old school Aretha, you know, baby, baby, I love you and all that. But Whitney was immediate, like, you know, so, and then just her, it was the first time you seen this woman, this poised individual, you know, the way she approached her songs, the way she would tell the story. And that was my thing. I love storytelling in music, in songs. And especially when you have a good song and you want to be able, as a singer, as a vocalist, excuse me, and thank you for saying that. You want to be able to tell the story. Anybody can stand at a microphone and sing.
Oh. Anybody can do karaoke now. Okay?
Anybody can sing. I mean, if you can sing, anyone can sing. But can you tell the story?
Exactly. Do I hear the emotion in your voice?
Can you tell the story? Make me a believer. Make me. I'm like, wow. Like I feel. I can see the lyrics painted right in front of me. I can see it unfold. It's being painted in real time. That's the true artist of a true vocalist and a stylist and everything. I remember there was a quote I heard in Lou Rawls. It's a recording, and he's talking, and he talks about the difference between, you know, he's almost talks about singers and blah, blah, blah. And he says, you know, he comes from the school of the stylists, you know. What he meant by stylist, he was like, you know, because Ella didn't sound like Sarah. Sarah didn't sound like, you know, Lou didn't sound like, you know, Joe Williams. You know, they didn't sound like each other. They all have their own unique style. And they're
like Lou and Al Green. That's two different stylings.
You know what I'm saying?
Marvin Gaye.
And that's the thing. We've gotten away, I think, a lot in today's current music scene. We've gotten away from understanding the importance of styling. There's nothing wrong with singing, but I need you to finesse it in a way where I'm like, I believe you. That's you. This is exactly who you are. You know, so yeah, so that was the beauty of Whitney. She was able to just really, really tell the story for me.
I love that. And that's what you've done with your voice as well. So Miss Monet, is that your real name?
Yes, it is.
That is your Miss Monet is it's not a stage name. That is Miss Monet.
My name, my full name is
came out singing, as you said, you came out your mama womb singing to the you were, you know, hitting
that
delivery room. There you
yeah.
Smack you on the booty. It was like, okay, this is it.
Yeah, no, I was born. My full name is Kanisha Monet Owens.
Okay.
And yeah, so for the longest, coming up as the baby D, as they call me, the baby diva in the Bay Area, Oakland's from where I'm from. I would use Kanisha Monet. They could never say Kanisha right. It was Kanisha was never right, but they would always say Monet right. So I dropped the Kanisha and just went by Monet for the longest. And then all these different Monets start popping up all over the place. And then I was like, and I had a lady I used to sing with, her name's Napata Miro. And she used to say, one thing about Monet, she commands a stage. Her
Mm.
presence immediately just grabs you, and you respect that. She said you have to give her your respect off the top. So she
Mhm.
would call me, she would call me Miss.
Right.
That's how she would call on my phone, right? And
Right.
from that point, I was like, that's who I am. I'm Miss Monet.
Miss Monet.
So you ain't gotta like me, you ain't gotta love me, but you will respect me, Miss
I
Monet.
know that. Did you ever have you ever encountered Babs or Whitney? Whitney while she was alive, or Babs?
Yes,
Have you ever encountered them?
Whitney, absolutely.
Okay,
Went a good old evening into the wee hours of the next day with her.
baby.
Oh, that I mean,
Bet it was that Leo energy. Jesus, I know that was.
woo, we cut up bad. We cut up
Ooh,
bad.
if I could have been a fly on the wall.
We were in Australia. We
Mm,
cut up bad. That was amazing because she was on tour. It was when she was coming back out after all the stuff, and this was her reentry back into her on tour and stuff. And I had two girlfriends at the time that were singing supporting vocals for her. And ironically, I was over there on tour with Boss Skaggs and Michael McDonald and Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac. And
mm.
so we ironically were hotels apart. Like I was a block up the street, and we did our show. And then my girlfriend Charlotte, she was like, "Well, we're down here at the Weston, whatever, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, that's right up the street." And she was like, "Well, come down." I said, "Okay, well, after my show, I'll come down, come hang out." So I go down and everything, and it's got to be about maybe 12:31 in the morning and everything, but it was still people milling about. So I go down and everything, and we get into the hallway, and you know how you like the hallways, you have like those the bar lounges and all the stuff. And
Mhm.
so the bar lounge is thing, and there's my girl sees me and she runs to me. She's like, Monet. She comes running over, Monet, Monet, Monet. And I'm walking up and everything, and she gives her a big hug. And then my other girlfriend with her, and who was Cindy Mizell, she was like, Mo, and everything. And
Oh,
so I'm walking up, and there's like, a chair. And I could see this person sitting in the chair. I could just see the back of them. I couldn't see because I'm walking up, so all I could see is their back. And so by the time I get equal to that person in the chair, I look down and she looks up, and it was Whitney.
oh my goodness.
And and before I can even, I don't know this woman. I just
Listen.
broke the shoe, but I just said, "Hey, Nip," like I can call you Nip. Like I was like, "Oh my god!"
From Jersey. We knew each other.
I
We
just
from the
said,
block.
right, like, oh Lord. "Hey, Nip," and she looked up at me like this, and she looked me up and down, and she says, "Well, who the hell is Monet?" And I was like, me? And then she looked at me, she says, then she got about it. She said, well, hell, give me a hug too, because the way they acting a fool about you must be somebody. And I said, what's up, mama? And from that point on, we hung out, we cut up. My God. And that was like the highlight of like, I'm glad I had that memory. I
Yeah.
had that interaction with her because she was in her safe, comfortable space. She was around people
Yeah.
who she trusted and cared about. And she knew that if they allowed me to come in, I had to be
Yeah.
okay.
Good
So I
people.
had,
Right. Right.
so she knew she could be herself around me. And I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff that night. Like, I mean, she poured into me. It was so dope. And I'll never forget it. And that was the best way to meet her. You know what I mean? Not in a star-studded
Yeah.
situation.
Not on this
Da, da,
red
da.
carpet stuffy.
No,
Yeah.
it was like I was like,
Yeah.
sis. She was like, girl.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right.
oh,
Right. I
but it
love
was
it.
great,
We
it was
had the
great.
barbecue. Yeah. You just give those vibes. I love
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
love it.
She
I
was
love that.
awesome.
That is so wonderful. So
Mhm.
for you though, you have been doing the damn thing. And I'm not going to say the decades, but I'm just really impressed by just your longevity
Thank you.
and the versatility of your career. You
Yeah.
sang on cruise ships. You have a reoccurring show at the Delilah in Las Vegas. You're
Mhm.
doing different shows here and there. Like,
Yeah.
what is the secret to the longevity, Miss Monet?
Good question. It's funny. A girlfriend of mine, Cy Smith, and I had this conversation not too long ago, and we were both sitting looking at each other like the mere fact that we're still here and we're
Mm,
still relevant and doing what we do.
yeah.
Because Cy started singing with Whitney, ironically, and has gone on, and she's like doing her thing like, right now. Matter of fact, she's in DC right now doing 44 as Michelle Obama.
Mm,
Um, just to say, just we just can, but she sings Chris about Bodie and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, um, I think what's kept me, first of all, is God's grace. I'm gonna start there.
Mm,
Um, he's
yeah,
kept me. He's kept me.
yeah.
And he's kept me in a way to show me and continuously show me what's necessary, that I am necessary, that
Mhm.
someone needs to hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
I say that with confidence because when I went to the Dubai to represent the United States in the World Expo, um, I had a week there, and it was crazy because I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? What am I? And my mom was just like, just be Monet. Because I'm concerned, I'm not Rihanna. I'm not, this big person. I'm an independent artist, but I'm
Mhm.
representing my country
Right,
on a headlining stage, and they don't know me. And this is not just any stage. This is the world stage. This is the
right.
World Expo in Dubai. And I just did my thing, and it just every night get bigger, 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 bigger. And that experience, when I came home, I think I sat in silence for like 3 days. And I had to really let it marinate in my spirit and let God just talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened and
These places where you're supposed to be.
I listened and I said, okay, Lord. And at that moment, it was like he said, I just showed you. You
Mm,
were worried about, are they going to understand me? Are they going to get me? Not only do they understand you, they get you. Look what you did. You
mhm.
turned that place inside out over to the point I thought I was going to get kicked out the country because people were losing their minds. The women had the face covered. Yeah, girl, they were snatching it off.
Uh-oh,
I
uh-oh,
was
uh-oh,
like, and the guards came rushing, bum rushing in front of the stage. My mom was like, Lord, my child,
could've
did
got them
the
all around
bomb drop? What's
excited.
going on? We didn't know. I was like, my joke the next day. I was like, okay, I can't sing that song no more because y'all almost got me kicked out last night. But it was crazy.
Oh my goodness.
But I sat down and it was like it stopped. It stopped from me being a singer and this is what I do to this is now my ministry.
Yes,
At
yes.
that moment, it changed to my ministry. So the longevity is understanding what your calling and your purpose is in your gift. When
Mm,
you know that God has given you something, you stand in it and you be obedient by it and use it as God intends for you to do. That's just the mantra. That's just the walk that I have. And because of it, it has allowed me to continuously grow and do what I do and stay relevant. There's not a moment where I just feel like, oh, she's da da da. No, I'm Monet, and it's there. It's as new as it was when I first started.
I
So
love it.
I thank God for just implementing that sense, allowing me to see and understand as my ministry, understanding that he shows. I'm going to show you literally. He was like, I'm going to show you every time. Look, you just
Exactly.
did it.
Don't
Now
doubt it. Exactly.
you just did this and in front of the world. Now you can go to South
Where
Africa,
right,
Monet.
wherever.
You can go Australia as Monet. You can go to Iceland. You can go to wherever in this country, in this world you want to go and have the same result.
Right,
Don't
because
ever
you
worry about what you
people.
don't ever worry about the gift I gave you. Just use it.
Amen.
Trust me, it's gonna be all right. And that was when I said, this is my ministry now. So
Amen.
that's the relevant thing.
Amen. Because music is a universal language. When people hear a certain tone, that moves. It doesn't matter whether you speak French, Spanish, Arabic, or whatever.
Hmm.
It's there. So
Yeah, yeah.
let's get into the single. You're gonna need me. When I wait a minute, when I heard that, see, because my mama raised me right, I knew it was a Dionne Warwick
Thank
remix,
you.
by the
Thank you.
way.
Thank you.
So I was like, listen, okay, so let's talk about You're Gonna Need Me. And unfortunately, due to copyright, we don't want to get cut off, but
Right.
at some point, if you could sing just a few bars, we would love so people can just get a little glimpse
Right.
of it. But let's
Right.
talk about how that came about. You're gonna need me.
You're gonna need me. Well, it came off of the heels of the success of Groove With You, which was the single I did with Will Downing. I had my brother Will come on and join me with that. And seeing the success of that, we went to literally number one on the UK soul charts,
Mm,
and other charts as well. And so just kind of coming off of that, I was like, okay, I want to do something else. And my collaborator and producer, BJ Kemp, I was like, there's two songs I would love to redo. And You're Gonna Need Me was one of them. And I gave him both of the songs. And I said, you pick and everything. And he picked You're Gonna Need Me, which was my first choice as well. And I said, well, let's do this. I've always wanted to do it from the day I heard it. I heard it. My sister used to live in D.C. and she has these friends in this DJ pool, and they would always do this thing like salute the sample, where they would play the
Mm.
sample, then they play the original, then they go back to the sample.
Yeah.
Well, they were playing the Usher sample, and I was like, okay. Well, then they went to the original, which was my first time. I'm like, wait a minute. I hear a whole lyric. Wait a
Mm.
minute. I'm like, who was this? And he was like, that's that Dion. I was like, as in Warwick? He's
Yeah.
like, yeah. I'm like, yo, when did she get this funky? I'm like, hold up. I mean, I
Right.
wasn't hip. And then I went and got the song, downloaded it myself, and really sat and listened to it. And I was like, and from that moment, I was like, oh, this thing is thinging. It deserves
Uh-huh.
a little something. And
Right.
at that point, I hadn't heard it redone yet, not
Mm.
as a song. As a sample, yeah,
Yeah.
but as an actual song, no. And I was like, yo, this is just, I want to do this song. So we did it. And I told BJ, I said, and the thing about it is we have to keep the integrity of the song. I don't
Mm.
believe in redoing songs and then taking them. We'd be like, wait, that's the what? It
Right.
don't sound nothing like it.
Yeah.
The integrity of the song. And I meant I wanted the sound. I wanted the I just wanted to capture the authenticity of what it was as a
Right.
single, and just put some more oil sheen on it and shine it
Yeah.
up,
You did
but
though.
keep it as gritty as it was, as for first time hearing it. And we accomplished that. I did all the vocals. We literally dissected each instrument, each vocal, and I listened to each. I mean, I took that thing apart and resung everything. BJ did the same thing with music. We did add two things to it, percussion things. There was no tambourine on the song. We added that, and we also added uh, some percussion, some like bongo percussions on that.
Mm.
Other than that, everything else is just like the record.
I
And
love What would you hope that Miss Warwick, because Miss Warwick's still alive herself, y'all. Shout out to her. What would you
Auntie
hope
Dion.
that I hope she, approves of it.
Man, I would love for her to hear it. I know a couple people have been trying to get it to her. I don't know if that has been accomplished yet. I haven't heard back yet, but it's still there.
Stuff.
It's still in the midst. It's still being discovered. Like I said, I released it last fall, but again, it's one of those songs that I'm gonna ride this thing for a minute because it really,
Right.
really deserves um, all the things. It's a great song. Shout out to Holland Dozier Holland for writing it.
Mhm.
Lamont Dozier is a dear friend of mine. I played it for him first. I'm like, yo, daddy wrote this, and he was like, girl, you just took me all the way back to Detroit. I was
Mm.
like, you know, so just to hear that, and then when people will discover the song, they're like, this is what? So it deserves all the things. And again, like a platform such as yourself that's allowing it to be again heard and seen, or even it talked about, which it would
Mhm.
keep people to go, well, let me go download this, or let me go
Yeah,
listen to that. So yeah, I just wanted to continue to just open up the doors. And if you don't know who Miss Monet is, well, hopefully this is a good introduction.
absolutely. And we gonna claim that Dion, because Dion is Nippy's cousin, ain't she? So that would just only
Yeah,
be right
yeah,
that she hears it.
mhm,
We gonna claim
mhm,
that Miss Warwick hears it.
yeah,
And then maybe in her biopic that's coming out, maybe
yeah.
it could be
You know what I'm
licensed
saying?
on there. Listen, let's put it in the universe.
Come on,
Let's put it in the universe.
come on,
So
that would be so dope. You're
listen,
right.
listen. So right quick though, I want to ask, as far as cousins, you so casually just mentioned how Tony or your cousins, Raphael Sadiq, and
All
uh, my
right.
condolences on the loss of Dwayne.
Thank you.
My condolences on that.
Mhm.
They're one of my favorite bands. One
Thank
of my,
you.
and I say band, not group, because they actually play instruments.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Absolutely.
what has that been? So you just musically, your daddy sang backup for Marvin
For
Gaye. Your
Marvin
mom was
Gaye.
a gospel artist. You had no choice but to be inclined musically.
It,
But what is that like having them as your cousins and y'all all being
you know, it was really, really cool because I mean, kind of growing up in this environment. So my god brother and Ray are their parents were brothers and sisters, so that's
Mhm,
how we all just kind of grew up
mhm,
together. You know what I mean? And that's just my family. Um, Kind of growing up in that environment was cool. and having all these males around me as protectors because they didn't let me do nothing.
Well,
Um, they didn't. And and when they finally let me in the band, when we did the House of Music record, and I finally was able to be in the band, which was fun. We had a good time, and just learning from them. I mean, everything that they got from, with Ray being with Sheila E. and
yeah,
Dwayne just having his own band and everything, and then them putting the Tonys together, and they were our heroes. You know what I mean? They had did their thing, and from
yeah.
Hey Little Walter down, it was
Listen,
just
if you
like,
know, you know.
come on, I mean, we were
You
just
know
so
it's
proud,
Sinbad in it, okay? Listen.
uber proud to have, family up here doing, I mean, you remember, I mean, if you can see your family on Soul Train, you didn't made it. That,
You're
oh,
good.
you got to the Soul Train, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. And Raphael,
um,
he is a savant.
I'm so
Like
proud of my
musically, it's
cousin.
ridiculous. Like he's definitely on my list of people. I'm gonna put my little plug in one day. If you got a show and he coming, please invite me because I would love to
Yeah,
like meet him because Tony, they are one of those bands who really were pioneers for a lot of R&B
they
and
really
music.
were. I mean, and they came off of, being raised, listening to Sly and Family Stone, especially from the Bay Area. Uh,
Yeah,
we have such a musical rich history of
yeah,
music
I do.
that comes out of the Bay Area. And again, they just kind of came off of where bands were the thing. Everybody wanted to have a band,
Yeah.
which is crazy to me because it's like we can't name Nan Band
Oh,
anymore.
legit. You know what? I'm
Growing
gonna
up, we had, I mean, there
on
was
that
the
too.
Midnight Star,
Yeah.
all the
Right.
stars, Midnight Star, Atlantic Star, Star
Baby.
Point,
Yeah.
okay?
Mhm.
We had, you had Slave, you
Cheek,
had, just
cheek
Chic,
with Nile Rodgers. Yeah.
yeah, Chic.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who
we had
actually play instruments.
bands. These
Yeah.
people, they played music and they were full bands and all kinds of stuff. Cool in the Gang. I mean, bands. We
Yeah.
don't have bands anymore.
No.
Not in the R&B genre, you
No.
know. And I'm like, what happened to the band? Like,
I know it's
what
sad.
happened? So the
Child.
beautiful thing about the Tonys were they kind of kept between the Tonys and shout out to Mint Condition at
Yeah.
that time. They kind of kept, the band theory
Going.
intact.
Yeah.
So
And so yeah, you're right. Oh, we
yeah.
could be here all night, child, reminiscing on how the music business, how it's just, oh,
Oh
jeez.
yeah.
I appreciate artists such as
Oh
you
yeah.
and the artists who are coming up next. And unfortunately, we got to wrap it up, Miss Monet. Oh, I really enjoyed you though.
Thank
And
you.
definitely going to have you back on. Please tell us where people can find you, what is coming up, where can they see you performing? Are you
Yes.
going on tour? I need you to come to Detroit. Look, I mean, I like Vegas, but if you swing around here to Detroit, I
I
would love
was
to hear you at
I
the
was just in Detroit in December with Will
oh,
Downing.
oh,
I
okay,
was just there, but
okay.
God says the
Come
same.
back.
I would love to come back and do a Miss Monet something.
Yeah.
It's time overdue. You can find me anywhere, but I always just tell people go to my website directly, missmonet.com, MSMONET.com. You can start there and go down the rabbit hole. Social media, all the stuff. If you're in Vegas or coming to Vegas, yes, I have residency here at Delilah Supper, the number one supper club in Las Vegas, Delilah. So
Mm.
you can find me there when I'm not on the road. And yeah, I have uh I just did Yoshi's. I just did it. But the Smooth Jazz Cruise. Yes, Smooth Jazz Cruise part 3 is coming in September. And or if you don't, I highly recommend you go to smoothjazzcruise.com and put yourself on the waiting list because Miss Monet, I'm one of the main recurring artists there. And we have us a time. Our host is Marcus Miller, Boney James. And then we
Ooh.
have Jonathan Butler, Candy Dolfer, Mindy Abear,
Mm.
myself, a Marquel Jordan. List goes on and on and on. And we just have us a time. Brian Culbertson. We
Oh,
have a time on
great.
the School Jazz Cruise, and it happens every year. It's always sells out, but I say put yourself on the waiting list because you never know what happens, and if they do release. So there's that. And we're doing part 3 this September. And yeah, I'm working on some shows now. If there's a theater near you or a club near you, you need me to know about, please info at missmonet.com. I would love to research it and come your way. and do my thing. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much.
You're
Uh,
welcome so
Miss
much.
Monet. We didn't even get into talking about how you on the
The voice.
voice and all of that, but y'all can look it up. It's all good.
It's
Miss
all
Monet,
there.
can you take us out with just a few bars from "You're Gonna Need Me" and
Oh
close?
my God. Let me see. You're gonna wake up when time has taken its throne. You taste the bitterness of being alone. There's no splendor in the darkness of night when there's no loving arms. Hold you tight. You better stop and think about what you're doing. There you go.
Listen, y'all better get right, little Bonita. Bonita Jalane, my next guest, like yes, clacking, baby. Listen, y'all follow each other.
Yeah.
Listen. See, that's what I'm talking about. My hair, the hair. See the hair on my. If y'all can see the hair on my arm, Jesus.
Yeah. Wow.
I gotta meet you in person, Ron.
Okay.
Please, next time she come back to Detroit, please put me on the list.
Yes.
'Cause I got to. That
I'm
voice
gonna
is
have to
ridiculous. That's an instrument. You know that voice is an instrument. That don't make no damn sense. Like my grandma used to say, this don't make no sense. All right. Thank you so much, Miss
You're
Monet. I
so welcome,
appreciate
my
you.
love.
Y'all make
Thank
sure you follow
you.
Miss Monet and check her out.
Please do.
Here.
Thank you again. Thank
You
you
are
for the
welcome.
platform.
Absolutely.
Shout out to what's her name? Bonita. What's her name?
Bonita Jalane is my next guest.
Shout out
B-O-N.
to her, mama girl. Do your thing, love. Follow me. I follow back. Let's get it. And
Absolutely.
blessings to you too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, love.
Good night. Yes. Oh my God, y'all. Whew, y'all, let me get myself together. Whew. Joe laughing at me because he know I be getting so excited. So I want to thank you all for being patient and thank my next guest for being patient. Listen, I just, as her one single says, I just got so high, got so excited. Lord, Lord, baby. But my next guest is also a vocalist. Oh, okay. Should be Bonita should be coming back out here soon. But yeah, there she is, y'all. She popping back. She popping back. So okay, let's get her on here, y'all. I am welcoming to the stage singer songwriter at Brooklyn girl at Brooklyn transplant, but she in the ATL shorty. Bonita Jalane. Welcome to Rapping Reality. Listen. Welcome, gorgeous. Bonita, could you turn your phone sideways for me?
I sure can. I was wondering if you did want it that way.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Let's get the full view of the finest, y'all.
Yeah. Thank you.
The singer song like kept kissing frogs. Yeah. And we're gonna get into the frogs. Her frogs is a different type of frog. Yeah. But welcome to the Bonita.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you so much for having me.
You are welcome. And you know, when I first heard your name, I said Bonita Applebomb.
All right.
You put me on.
Yes.
But you are Bonita Jalane.
Bonita Jalane, yes.
Is that your given name?
Bonita? It is. That's my first and my middle name. My mother blessed me with her name is Jalane, so she took the Y off and she made it Jalane.
Okay.
And Bonita, I'm named after my godmother. That was my godmother's middle name. So yeah, I'm a combination of both of the beautiful ladies.
I love it. So
Yes.
Bonita, coming from, and you know, I love when I listen to you and I hear your New York accent. I'm from Detroit, by the way, so I know we sound country.
I love Detroit. Listen.
But actually, and I love ATL. My sister and daughter, well, a lot of my family stays in Atlanta.
Okay.
My daughter just graduated from Spelman last year. My sister has been down there literally like 30 years.
Okay, Spelman.
Listen, we got things to do around here.
Okay.
we got shit to do, okay?
Right.
You know, and then my aunt lives in Harlem, so I feel like we're connected in a lot of ways. But
we all are.
A gorgeous voice. It gives me soulful Macy Gray. I don't know if you've heard.
I've heard that.
It has that pitch to it, but it also goes there.
Got it.
Kind of, you know, it's a raspy like Macy, but then it's got that soothing to it as well. So I
I appreciate it.
Jill
That's
up
a
in
great
there.
comparison.
You know, I hear some Jill and some Erica and all of those up in there. So
Little
Bonita,
melting pot.
tell us how you got into music. Because you've been doing this thing for a while, but just give us a snapshot of your journey.
I mean, from a little girl, I used to sing in a choir. Of course, a lot of people start, especially soul singers, start off on the choir since I was like, it's been in my blood, like literally singing in the choir since I was 5 years old. I didn't start pursuing music. I mean, I've always loved music and always knew that I wanted to be a singer growing up. I wanted to be a singer, songwriter. I wanted to be a painter. I wanted to be all the things. Um, and I think when I first started like doing it in the industry is when I started singing hooks for Dipset. And that was when I was in high school. So I had to be around like maybe 2011, 2012. I didn't put out my first album like independently until 2014. Yeah.
Mm,
hmm
okay. So, are you the one on Oh Boy, or which one? Which hooks were you doing for
Oh
Dip?
man, so it's so many. Okay, so the ones that most people are familiar, I'm on so many hooks. So like some of the stuff I don't even know. Like I probably was on it and didn't even you heard it and it was like, oh, that's you. So the most familiar one is J.R. Ryder, a 40 Cal and Hell Rel. They
Uh,
had a really big push and Hell Rel definitely 40 Cal. Those are all the ones that was actually published and like my name is in the credits. You'll see it that I fought for, you know. So yeah, those are the main
mm,
ones. Then I've done so many. I used to be under Joel Santana. So I did a
oh,
lot of hooks for Joel's. So I'm on a lot of mixtapes. Like I've
okay.
had people meet me and like, oh, I know you, you know what I'm saying? And put the two and two together later on down the line. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I was on that. Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Get my royalties off that shit. Okay.
All right.
Right. A little lesson in the music business, y'all. Make sure y'all getting y'all paper.
Now I do. I know the business, and that's a part of the kept kissing frogs. That's a frog that I did not, know the business back. Okay, my dog is doing something weird. Sorry.
Okay.
He just
You like,
wants
you need to pay attention to me. I like,
right. He just decided that he wanted to jump up on me while I'm on the, the camera.
let me get
So
up in.
no. No, he just about to knock the whole camera over. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
He's listen, he's set in his ways. He is
Yeah.
17 and just does
Listen.
whatever he wants to do. So just let you know. And at this point, he's 17. Every day is a blessing. I just let him do what he wants.
Listen, no judgment here, honey. I got kids. It's
Okay.
same. The having pets or kids, you got to pick a struggle. That's why they
It's,
have pets, because you got kids. It's
it's,
the same difference. It's the same difference. You got to.
it's
I love it. So, what led you? And now, those are your paintings in the background. Is that something?
yes, I painted
Yeah,
these.
let's
This is
go.
my art wall. Yes, that's a part of
Yeah,
it.
I love
Yes.
it. So, how did you end up from Brooklyn down to ATL, Bonita? How did you get down there?
A beautiful story. So my mentor, a lot of people don't know, Alex Richburg is, if you think of Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, you
Mhm.
think of that third member that is on the credits, did most of the work, but
Mhm.
just didn't have the spotlight. That's what Alex
Mm.
Richburg was. From
Okay.
track masters to in the studio with Janet Jackson. I mean, the story, the intensity of all the amazing stuff that he did is amazing. So I used to go to this vocal class in New York, Times Square, and he happened to be in the studio one like down, in the same on the same level, heard me singing in vocal class, asked me to come afterwards. We wound up just working on some stuff, and it was a huge artist development, and he lived in Atlanta. And so he was like, well, come for the summer, see how you like it, and let me can I have you, can I work with you, can I give you and make you the best that you could be? And I was like, of course. Like, like
Right.
the
Yeah.
his reputation preceded him. And
Right.
so when he took me under his wing, I was coming here for the summers, and it wasn't until I think 2014. I moved here officially in 2010, but I was coming back and forth, coming back and forth, coming back and forth. And I still wasn't settled. Like, and then 2013, I was like, okay, I'm staying. I'm staying. And I
Mhm.
was working with Alex. And when I tell you artist development, the things that people don't like, they don't appreciate now, like
Baby.
being in
It's
a
all
room as a
hard.
writer, making me write to the same
Yep.
track over and over again until I got something that he felt was, that I felt comfortable with and didn't have to explain myself. And it just felt good when he heard it. Down to walking on the treadmill, singing, like artist development to the
Training you. Training
yes,
you.
yes.
That is good thing. That's
Yes.
exactly what I said. I said A&R and artist development are lost arts now. I don't know what
Mhm.
they listen. All right, don't get me on my soapbox.
Yes. That's a whole rabbit hole we could go down. Yeah.
My soapbox
Yeah.
about artists, but you
Yeah.
can actually tell though that your vocal control, you have that vocal training.
Thank
I can
you.
tell it in
Thank
your
you.
pacing and how you sang as a singer.
Yes.
Miss Monét,
Yes.
y'all are singers. Y'all are vocalists. You're not just a
Yes.
singer. You are singers.
Thank
So let's get
you.
into kept kissing frogs, baby. And I
Yeah.
knew it had to be. I said this got to be a metaphor, and damn sure
Yes.
was.
Yes.
Crazy storyteller in me. You know, creators, we know. I was
Yes.
like, this gotta be. So tell people what is meant by frogs.
Oh man, it's okay. So it started off Kept Kissing Frogs. It started off hopeless romantic, of course, loving and loving love and keep kissing princes and trying to find that love. And but it just started being so much more developing. And the frog is not necessarily trying to kiss it for a prince. That frog represents all of things, right? All the things that hold you back from where you're supposed to be. So frog could be fear, frog could be depression, frog can be a business relationship that didn't go well, frog can be a friendship that didn't go well, or it
Mm,
could be a significant other. So we changed the frogs into forgive, release, overcome, and grow.
mm. Because
And
you
the S
those six
is to
options, you have
soar so
to.
high. Yeah.
I love
So it's basically just like when you hear kept kissing frogs, most you firstly automatically go to the French princess and the frog. Frogs, kept kissing frogs is more so of not forgiving those things and not continue to make the same mistakes and
Mm,
coming out on the end and knowing that the prince that you've been looking for sometimes is you. Sometimes you're the person that you've been looking for. And so that's why it's not keep kissing frogs. You don't want to keep making the same mistakes. That's why it's kept kissing frogs, because of course all of those things you had to do to become the person that you are today. And you have to forgive, release, overcome, and grow in order to go to the next level.
whew, child.
Yeah.
Amen. Of
Yeah.
a certain age, you got to keep going, especially as a black woman, and to stay as fine as we are, and to not look like what we've been through. Okay,
Say that.
to look,
Say that.
to look
Say
like that, listen,
that.
so the skin could be glowing.
Say that.
Yes.
That's the part that people, is it's people that can relate to us and that can understand, but there's no one else that can understand that but other than a black woman,
Mm,
right? So we can try to explain it. We can try to, try to explain it the best way we can. And I try to do that as much as for my music. And yes, men is all around. It's for men, it's for women, it's for different ages. But it's something about that black woman who
mhm.
like
Listen.
that's who I've been doing this for. That's the purpose. It changed from the music into purpose. And I just wanted to heal us. And I wanted to do it through a way that I knew how, and that's through my music. And it's been working. It's been an absolute blessing. This journey has been amazing. The black women who have been supporting and reaching out to me. Sometimes it's not always as loud as being able to, have a platform, but sometimes it's just a message to say, I see you,
Right.
your song helped me,
Yeah.
and thank you, so yeah.
Now,
Mhm.
yeah, speaking of songs helping you, let me get into a couple of the ones that stood out to me as I
Okay.
was listening.
Okay.
Of course, I love myself, I love
Yeah.
myself. Right. You
Yeah.
should like love yourself if no one else does.
Hmm.
Um, but viral.
Yeah.
When you said he treated me like a prize, so that made me break. I
Yeah.
said, oh,
Hmm.
that touched me here because I don't know what that meant for you, but for me, it was like I got so lost in the sauce. And I
That's it.
once realized that the shit stank, here we are. Now I'm broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but of course, we putting ourselves back together. But that just
Yes.
really touched me.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit more about that.
Man, Viral is one of the, Kept Kissing Frogs album is 5 years in the making, right? But Viral was like, that piece of that puzzle that I was on the break of like being done, and I had fell really hard for someone. And when I tell you every word from that was a true
Mm,
story, and
mm,
it was such a true story that I mean, it was a viral situation. I
Hmm.
went viral for something that I did not expect to go viral for. And I could talk about it now because I'm not triggered by it. I'm so
Hmm.
much healed from that space. But when I wrote that song in the middle of it, of tears. Like I had to keep recording because I was breaking down crying
Hmm.
because I was in a situation where this was the biggest frog. When I tell you,
Hmm.
when I call them frogs, this was the
Ooh.
King Kong of frogs,
Hmm.
where
It was a
it
cold.
almost broke me to the fact that I didn't know if I wanted to continue to do music. I didn't
Hmm.
know if I wanted to continue to pursue love, not just love with a significant other, loving myself. It was just so
Hmm.
many different emotions that I went through. But that song was healing. Recording that song and releasing that and all the anger, like that's why that first line, it's crazy when I was writing it. I actually wrote it online, because I
Hmm.
had
You was like 5 months.
people,
That was
yes, people was watching, and people was just watching to see the drama because it had went viral. And I had almost, like, when I say 10,000 people on the live when I was recording that and then writing it. And my mother was like, forget all of that. She was like, how do you feel right now? And as soon as she said that, the first word was, I feel broken. And
Mm,
that's exactly how I felt. But it
mm,
was such therapy. When I tell you, the studio session was less than my therapy bill would have been.
yes,
Okay.
I'm sure.
It was, and it helped so many different people, but I laid it all on the line. When people asked the questions about what happened or how did it happen, I wrote it all in that song, and that's exactly how I felt. And it was a crazy situation. But honestly, I call that my Mary J moment, because that's one of
Mm,
my favorite songs when it comes down to emotions and
mm,
soul and
me too.
feeling. That's one of mine. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like it's underrated. And I feel like the more popular I get, are going to appreciate the love and the soul that I put in that song.
yeah. So wait a minute. So why did you go viral, Bonita? Give us a snapshot
So
of that.
I went viral. This was in 2023. I went viral. I was doing this whole Black love thing, and I had started building a TikTok, and it was me and the developments in the beginning, because it was 5 months in a relationship. It was a serious relationship. This guy pursued me for a whole year. I
Mm,
didn't give him a chance. I kept saying no, 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 and then I
mm,
finally said yes. And I started doing the whole TikTok trend and doing, when he took me on the first date, and when he used to come and buy me flowers and all these amazing things. And one of the days within that 5th month of us taking it serious and being in this relationship, I went to go surprise him,
mm.
and yeah, I knocked on the door and his wife answered. So yeah,
Ah,
so that's how that happened. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wait a minute. So he let you know where he live? No,
Yeah, he has, so
he was
investment
married.
properties, investment properties.
Ah,
And that was one of the investment properties. And he knew I was coming. He knew I was coming to North Carolina. He didn't know I was gonna come to his house. He was supposed to meet me.
ah,
And we were such an, like, it the bold, I think about the boldness
yeah,
of it all now. And I'm like, you was really
yeah.
bold.
That's
But
why.
the
Yeah.
boldness of it all is that we used to
What
share each other's location.
Oh, the audacity.
The
Were
audacity.
you recording it? Was that the moment that went viral when you popped up?
It was the moment I went viral, because it started off the beginning of the day, and my dog was in the front seat, me driving on a road trip. I'm gonna surprise him. Then the second clip was me at the gas station. I told him, video, hi, I'm on my way. Y'all follow me as I go surprise my boo. Second clip was, oh, he knows I'm coming now. All the surprises going, but it's okay. I'm still going. I'm gonna keep y'all with me. Da 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 da. Third clip was full on tears, in shock, can't believe this. Just opened the door, just knocked on the door, and
Girl,
his wife answered. And
girl.
people did it apart. I talked about it in the song. I mean, the fact that I'm here is a huge testament of I have a big purpose, and God has
Yeah,
his complete control over my life, because it got so heated. No one saw that because I'm not videotaping that, because that's my real life happening.
right.
So, and the only reason I even posted it, because in the midst of me in shock and crying, my cousin was like, and I was like, and I was doing this whole, and I was telling her I was doing this whole cute thing, and she was like, post it, post it. And I posted it, but before I posted and it got back to her house, I don't even know how I made it back for her to her house afterwards. Like, the wife pulled the gun on me.
Oh my
It
God.
was She pulled the gun on him, actually, and then pointed at me,
Oh,
and he left me there standing. It was a whole hot mess. Okay, a
that's
whole
a whole Lifetime movie.
yeah, a whole Tyler Perry, Tubi, Lifetime,
Girl.
HBO,
Nah,
everything.
son. So were you telling him, nah, son? Because that's
Nah, son, exactly.
Not son with Mickey Facts. That's another one
Yes,
of my favorite songs. Oh my
yes,
God. Audacity.
yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was deep.
you know
It's
what?
deep, deeper than you think.
I'm glad you survived,
The
Jesus.
fact that I'm
It was
smiling
such a
here is a
good day.
testament
God is good.
of God is good.
We
Okay,
you don't look like we've been through.
there you
Woo,
go.
woo.
There you
So,
go. Yeah, yeah.
mm,
Yeah. Mm.
well, I'm glad
Whew,
you
I can't
are.
believe I went to like I really have not talked about it in so
Woo,
long.
child.
Like Rocky, I haven't talked about it in so long. And before I used to talk about it and I used to get triggered. Now it's just like it's a part of my testimony.
Appreciate you sharing it. It's a test for the testimony, baby. And that's
Yes.
why we don't look like what we've been through.
Yes.
You a
Yes.
princess indeed after kissing all them frogs. Shit.
Man. And the stuff I found out afterwards was even more nah son. Nah
Amen.
son, okay?
Right.
They
Listen, so Nah Son is another one of my faves. Of course,
Yes.
KKF, and then Unfollow is another one of my faves. And of course, I love myself. And So High, y'all, which is now on Sirius XM The Heat. I
Yes.
love that. So you just having all types of things popping off the live vinyl session at JB's Records.
Yes.
Y'all pick up Kept Kissing Frost is on vinyl.
Yes, and you could go get it in stores at JB's Records, or you can reach out to me and get it directly through me on my website too.
Is that BonitaJalane.com?
There you go. Yep, that's
I love
it.
that. And then you're
Yeah.
up for an award for Snubbed magazine.
Two.
Listen, I voted for both. I was making sure. I was like, okay, let me see which ones I see her in. So y'all make sure y'all go, and is the link on your bio on IG if people go there?
Yes, it's in my
Okay.
bio. It's on snubmagazine.com. If you go to snubmag.com, it's up there. The first thing you see, we have one more day to vote. One more day
Okay,
to
y'all.
vote.
So see,
Mhm.
she came on here right on time. Y'all see it here
Yes.
on Racist Reality. Make sure y'all go and vote for her on
Yeah.
Snubbed. I love
Please.
that. And you are headed out on tour. Now, are you coming to Detroit? I
I'm gonna be in Chicago.
okay, damn.
And I'm working on Detroit. If I do the date, we still trying to figure it out if I'm gonna do that date. Yeah, because I'm
Just love
doing
you.
Philadelphia. I'm doing Chicago on my separate, and then I'm doing South Carolina this week. Yeah, so we still working out the kinks on if I'm doing
I
Detroit
love it. I
too.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that you're gonna be here eventually. You're
It's
gonna be
okay. Exactly. Bonita Tulane experience will be the
yeah,
Bonita Tulane tour. When I'm on there by myself, I would definitely be
yeah.
in Detroit.
I love
I gotta build it.
how you are versatile with your talent. You host different
Yes.
showcases, you do the
Yeah.
art, you sang. What else you do?
Yes.
You cook? Shit. Do you do what else you
I
do?
do cook. It is crazy because I was cooking yesterday, and when I cooked for myself, right? I was putting it all together and making it all neat, and I was like, "Oh, I will be a catch, honey. I need to
Listen,
probably go to culinary school because I just make sure it's nice for me, you know." So yeah.
listen, she's single, y'all. Get y'all shit together. Y'all man need to I need y'all to step it up because she too fucking out here by herself. And not that you can't be happy single, but she deserve a king by her side, y'all.
Oh,
I need
yes.
to get it.
Keyword king.
So okay, nothing less. Okay. But so let's talk about, you said kept kissing frogs 5 years in
Yes.
the making. What
Yes.
for you? Which song for you took the most out of you while recording? Where you was like, oh, I gotta dig deep and get this thing together.
It was the one, it was viral. That's viral and I love myself was the
Yeah.
two that took the most out of just me emotionally because viral was a place of, it was hurt and anger. It was all the stages of grief, right?
Yeah.
Without actually mourning a person,
Hmm.
just mourning a relationship.
Yep.
And yeah, it's hilarious what he's doing just to get
You
my
know,
attention. You
right.
would not even believe this.
Listen.
I'm so bad right now. But and then I love myself was absolutely I wanted it to be right because I had performed it live before I put it
Hmm.
on the album.
Mhm.
And I like recorded that song 3 times, had to get it the production redone. So much hurt, betrayal from people that I trusted.
Mm,
Another frog who was, close to me, a close friend of mine
mm,
who turned out to be a frog. And it hurt me as far as business wise, but I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna let it stop me. And so
Yeah.
when I did, I love myself. It wound up the third time was the charm. The third time was the best. Like I got to record it out of Stankonia with
Ah,
my, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like with
yeah.
that in that legendary place, the feelings, the emotions
Mm,
behind it, it was everything. I feel like that one meant the most because I like everything that I said in there. I wanted someone to feel that and believe that.
yeah.
So yeah,
No, I
that took the
believe it.
most.
I do. I
Yeah.
love it. And I definitely feel when you say I love myself because I be like, my little
Yes.
shoulders be sitting up a little more straight. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Exactly.
myself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you,
Mm-hmm.
someone who you've obviously been in the trenches, Bonita, what is on your bucket list next? Or what can people expect from the tour? Let's get back into that. How many cities? You said Philly, Chicago.
South Carolina first, Philly, Jacksonville, Florida. Chicago is not a part of this tour. So the tour that I'm jumped on is, I don't know if you're familiar with Joshua Showtime Williams. He's a super
Mm,
dope artist.
okay.
And he has a tour. It was one of those situations where I'm so inspired by it because I feel like this would be the next step of me doing my own. Where there's artists, where there's an independent artist, where you have a following, and the booking agents are not reaching out as much as they should. So you
Mm,
decided to do it yourself, and I was so excited to jump on and be his support and open up with him for certain cities because I want to see how it rolls and see how it will go in order for me to do this on my own because I'm tired of waiting for
right.
someone else to give me an opportunity. We got to start making our own opportunities, and people always want to network up. For the most part, I'm a firm believer of networking where you at,
Yeah.
and the up and the down will come with it. But
Yeah.
if you network with the people that's right next to you, we can accomplish so much more as a community, like
Absolutely.
looking out for each other. People always want to get the next big thing, but the next big thing is trying to get the next big thing. So we have to start
Right.
looking at our peers, start looking at the people that's doing the same exact thing as you, who has the same following, if not maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but that believe in you as much as you believe in them.
Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. I know that's right. Jalane got a little bam on it for real.
Yeah,
I know
it's
that's
true.
right. Ring the bell for sure. So,
Yeah.
Bonita, when ladies are listening or anyone is listening to the album,
Hmm.
what would you like them to take away from it?
Oh man, I want when they listen to this album, I want them to hear all the phases because it's done like from somebody to like the way it's broken down, it tells a story, right? From the beginning to the end. And it
Mm,
tells a story. And I hope like when they listen to it, they see themselves in it in some type of way. They
mm,
see themselves, they could be at any phase in their journey because everybody's journey is different, right?
mm.
But I want them to relate to it in a way that you can heal too. By the end of listening to my album, you feel a little bit better. You feel a little bit. You're brushing your shoulder up. You're lifting your shoulders up a little more. You're lifting your head up a little bit more, and knowing that you are enough.
Yeah.
You are beautiful. Don't beat yourself up because one thing we do as Black women, we don't give ourselves as much grace as we should, right? Humans as a whole.
Yeah.
I want them to feel like you can give yourself grace. The only person that's judging you that matters is the Most High, right? So I want them to feel just a little bit more of loving yourself because if you love yourself, the world will be a better place because you'll love everyone a little bit more.
Exactly. And that's my thing. That's what I've had to tell people. Like, you can tell you don't love yourself because the way you be acting. You acting nasty like that. That's a
Clock it.
I had to tell
Clock
my
it.
kids, like, what you say about other people a lot of times reflects on who you are. Just
Yes.
understand that. Even if a person is being whatever they doing, I had to tell my daughter, don't let someone, if they got your name in their mouth, that means that your name is sweet. Your name that is sweet in their mouth. Let it be that way. Don't be bitter about it. Because the thing is, the blessed don't mess with the bother, baby.
They
You know,
don't.
you
They
blessed,
don't.
you mess with the bother, and that is hard because it's like, why are people hating on me? You supposed to be your friend, but see
There
that
you go.
some unhealed stuff inside of them. They
It
don't
is.
some things they don't like about themselves, and they're projecting it onto you. And that's what really we got to learn, as far as not taking it personal. Because when people they're doing things to you they're behaving from their perspective and things that are going on with them. And a lot of times it ain't got nothing to do with you. And we taking it personal and getting upset. So loving
Had to
yourself,
learn that the hard way.
like I love myself, so okay. No, I
Yeah.
don't know about you. You know,
Yeah.
I'm your love.
Because if you love yourself, you could cheer a little bit louder for the next person because it doesn't take anything away from you. If you could put on the song fresh and be like, fresh. I'm fresh. Make sure you fly and make sure you big enough than shouting out the next girl. You could be on the sideline when she's saying, nah, son, like, nah, son, we not playing around with her. You could say it in Fast Cars in my song Fast Car. Do
Yes,
something different. Don't take me on no regular date because if I could treat myself and do myself good, you got to step it up. So all of those
exactly.
things, it all go back to every song on my album. It goes back to loving yourself first. You can
Yep.
be so high.
I love it. And So High is one of my favorites as well. And congrats on that being on Sirius XM.
Thank
What was that?
you.
Talk about that emotion you experienced listening to yourself on Sirius XM.
I still get chills. I've heard it so many times on the radio now, which is like, wait, first of all, wow, that's crazy. Like the little girl, that little brown little girl, Bonita Jalane, putting on an outfit, singing in front of family just to let them hear my song. And they like, okay, all right, go sit down. It is screaming on the inside, hearing my song on the radio so many times. Like, I'm still like every time I hear it, it's like the first time for me. I would never ever take this for granted because I'm only gonna get this once, right? You only get like this. And when I say once, I mean like that feeling that you have is only that one time. I'm only gonna be this
Yeah.
age once. I'm only gonna be on
Yeah.
this part of this journey. I'm only speaking to you, Rocky, and experiencing and smile on this time, this one time. And I don't take it for granted. I'm screaming every time I hear it. The fact that somebody I don't know, every time I go to Spotify and I look and it says 5 people listening, 5 people's around, five
Listen,
people at that time around the world, whether they, I looked at people in London, from Canada to Zimbabwe, to all these different people, you never know, they heard your song.
yeah,
Something
absolutely.
that you put together, like that's a gift that keeps on giving.
I love
Keeps
that. I
on
love
giving.
that. Well, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed you, Bonita, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in
Yes.
person. I'm just ecstatic and I'm glad. Shout out to Keisha for
Shout out
persevering
to
and being
Keisha.
patient with me because I was like, I'm gonna get her on there. I'm gonna get her on there. So,
Listen, my girl, she holds me down. When you have people a part of your team that love you and believe in you
yeah,
that much, I feel like because I can't do this on my own anymore.
yeah,
I need the support. You don't even know you're part of my team too. The fact that you have
yeah,
favorites, the fact that you telling somebody else about me and following me, that's a part of the team. And I'm just
exactly.
collecting them as I go.
Yeah, let's keep in touch. Okay, let's get
Yes.
tea. Y'all put me
Yes.
on the media list or whatever is happening next. When the tour
Yes.
makes it here to Detroit, let me know so I can come through. I would
Yes.
love to meet you in person, and Keisha knows I'll support her as well because I do PR work as
Yes.
well. So I know how it is. That process people don't understand. It is really good to have someone on your side, and it is a continual process. It's
It
not
is. It
a
is.
one-time thing. So let's
Mhm.
end with if I can we get a little bit of So High or whatever you want to sing so people can just unfortunately with copyright I can't play stuff or they'll cut us
I
off.
got
You
you.
know, one day we gonna be live on stage somewhere. But until then, if we can just get a PR
Listen.
so people can hear your lovely voice.
Oh, thank you. Listen, and if you hear this song and you hear it, please give us a shout out. Let us know where you heard it at, wherever you Shazammed it. But I'm so high. My destiny is written. It's like I'm luminescent to these blessings. Can you see it? Just loosen to these human entities so I go missing. So high, so high, so high. I'm elevating daily. I'm on a mission. Still humble, so the only one checking me is the most high, vibrations high. I'm in the sky.
Yes.
I'm so high. high, high.
Hi, hi.
Let me hear you, Rocky.
Some background vocals when you come here to Detroit. I'll get back there a little bit.
I got you.
Listen, because I swear I'll be the person. I'll be in the car, in the shower, everything, singing like listen. I
That's
love
it.
it. Tell
That's
people
it.
where they can follow you, Bonita.
You can follow me at bonitajalane.com is my website. Is bonitajalane.com. But then you can also, if you put in Bonita Sings on Instagram, you'll see it on Facebook. But if you put in bonitajalane.com or Google it, you'll find me everywhere. But my website, you can sign up for the newsletter. You can sign up, you can go check out some merch. I have So High candles that I make myself. I love myself sweatshirts and all of that good stuff. So yeah, go check it out. BonitaJalane.com.
Oh, listen, I loves me a good candle now. Don't threaten
Oh,
me.
them candles smell so good.
I'm about to go
I
in.
mean,
Yeah.
I have two people that I like when I tell you if they run out, one person she buys an extra candle and one of them she said, I'm not burning because it just looks so
Uh,
pretty. And I'm like,
Listen, you know what? The trick is y'all better get y'all a candle warmer. So you just turn on the
Mm.
little light and you ain't got to. Yeah, I will be ordering one. Yeah.
Thank you.
'Cause I make candles, baby. Okay. When I get into my bedroom and I'm listening, reading my little book, listen.
You will love it. It's a calming. It has and you gotta let me know if you want the regular one or the one with CBD. They have
Oh,
fresh candles. I mean, when I tell you I put my love soy in, so it's soy based. I have dried flowers in them. It's an
oh,
experience. So yeah, it's a so high experience.
fine, 'cause you're just so damn creative. What's your sign? What's your astrological sign?
I am a Cancer, honey.
Y'all so creative. Oh, Cancer. Okay, yeah, what's Cancer. Her birthday July 18th. Y'all multi-talented. Y'all,
You know,
yes, I love
the
it.
blessings, all the blessings from God.
I love me some Cancers. Y'all sweethearts. Oh, okay.
What's yours?
Crazy ass Aries girl. Crazy Aries.
Well, the first step to recovery is knowing.
Yeah, we are who we are. We just, I
I
just,
love
yeah.
it. I love
My
it. Some
sister
of
a
my
Cancer. We now that we grown, we get along. But when we was kids, we fought. But now that we grown women, we understand each other. But I do love Cancer.
yes,
Y'all really
yes,
therapeutic souls. Y'all good counselors and listeners. Y'all,
yeah.
y'all be our families and friends therapists
We
unofficial.
love so hard. We love so hard. And we
I
get the bad rap of being sensitive. And yeah, that is a part of, I mean, I feel like that's a part of my growth. And I feel like if I did not have a part of me, a part of me, then I will probably be one of the crazy ones because there's some crazy ones that
yeah,
don't know how to deal with their emotionals and emotional maturity. So I am blessed for being sensitive because I feel like that's what keeps me empathetic and
yeah,
being an
being
empath
a
is
good
that part
human.
of it.
Being a
Yeah.
good, decent human. That's what's missing
Yeah.
in the industry. Being a good, decent human being, having some integrity. You
And
know,
it's not a lot of them. So when you find those great people like that, you hold on to them. And I'm
amen.
grateful for the ones that I've definitely met on this journey. So I appreciate
Absolutely. And you met another one. Even though I'm crazy, Aries, people let you know
that.
we're loyal to the fall. We will kill a brick for you. So,
I, appreciate,
and we
I
will.
love it.
And we will be y'all cheerleaders. So, but I really enjoyed you, Bonita.
Thank
Please
you.
keep me posted on any future endeavors and all of that. Y'all make
Yes.
sure y'all check out Bonita Jalane on tour. Y'all check her out. And let me go order my candle. Get that so I can get my little vibe going. I
Yeah.
can tell my kids, nah, son, gone.
Yes.
No
Thank you so
boundaries.
much, Rocky, for having me.
Take care, Bonita. Have a good night. And thank you, everyone, for watching Rocky's Reality. I'm going to probably take a little break for the month of May. Got to get myself together. Life is crazy and great at the same time. So just got to get some things in order. But I will see y'all soon or maybe sometime in May. I may or may not. But definitely, y'all know I'll be back on air. For sure, we know we have 9th anniversary. Rocky's Reality's 9th anniversary is coming up in June. So it's been a long journey, y'all. But thank you all for watching. Take care. Make sure y'all check out Miss Monét and Bonita Jalane. Make sure you download, stream their albums. Make sure you go to their tours and all that good stuff. Y'all have a good night. Rocky's Reality.